What up, boys? Today we got a little special to us today. As we are on the release of the 25S2, unfortunately I did not get early access to it. Today we were here on Portland International Raceway. This is actually, I am a Portland native, so it's actually really exciting for me to be able to drive this track on iRacing. I've been wanting this track in iRacing for the longest time. I came to the track a lot. I had family friends that would race. I think they called it like D-class, C-class racing. Around this track. I've done my own track days here, done autocross in the parking lot. I've done actual track days racing the track. So we're in this Civic Type R on iRacing because I drive a Civic Type R as well. Not quite kitted up as this one. This one is like the race edition of it. Mine's more of a street bolt-on parts and stuff like that. Easy for someone to work on, but let's hop straight into it and I'll get my first reactions of what it's like driving around this track.
The pit lane speed limit is 64 kilometers per hour.
The pit lane is a lot narrower than I remember. Oh my god, it's so crazy. Okay, I don't drive the Civic Type R in iRacing very much, so don't judge me too much for how bad I am at driving a front-wheel drive car. Got a little double right-hander. The curbs look exactly like I remember. Very raised and very red and white. I set the weather to kind of overcast because in Portland you do get a lot of overcast weather. Coming into this hairpin. When I saw it in the video, it was that hairpin back there is a lot wider than I remember it being. Oh my gosh, it's actually crazy that this track is in iRacing. Despite it being a NASCAR, IndyCar track, it's not a very popular track. At least compared to like Watkins Glen, any of these more well-known tracks. Gunaseka. Yep, that inside on turn 2 is very high. This one is a little higher than I remember. Now I know this track runs in IndyCar and it's going to be running in that NASCAR as a road track, but I wonder if they're going to put any other car, what other cars I'll put around here, because despite it being a IndyCar track, this track is actually very small, so you're going to run a lot of, I think the IndyCar series actually runs like 110 laps or something like that around Portland National Raceway. So far everything seems to be exactly as I remember it. The walls are pretty much the exact same. The fence is pretty much the exact same. The braking markers are pretty much the exact same. I hope they run like a lot of variety of cars around this configuration. Like the Super Formula lights around here would be really fun. Portland International Racing, the big bridge, that bridge up there. Sometimes you get like little cracks. Oops, that's not the turn. But you can watch the race from up there. And you get some really cool pictures from that bridge if you get a good vantage view point from up there. Overside on the other side to the right, actually, on the right of us currently, there's a motocross track. And those grandstands are the best grandstands to watch any action going to turn 1, which is really the only action that you're really gonna get in terms of overtaking. There's not really any other overtaking spots, maybe up into this hairpin, but usually the gaps are a little bit too large in order for there to be any real... There are braking markers on the left usually, cones, to help you measure braking points on the left side over there, but I don't expect them to get every single detail right. In my car, if you take this flat out, you start to understeer a little bit, because it is a very fast and pretty sharp for how fast you're going. Ride this inside curb if you can. And this goes straight in that. The pit lane, on track days, you would go back into that little runoff area if you wanted to get into clear air. They'll point you into some clean air. They'll wait for cars to pass and then point you in. So say you were at a track day and you wanted to be pointed out, you would just go over here. And then there should be a drag strip here. Do they have it? Oh, they do. So you go onto the drag strip and then you would just wait here and then they would wait for you, and then you just book it. I think it is still so cool that Portland National Raceway is officially in iRacing. I just can't stress that enough, because you see all these most popular track like Laguna Seca, and obviously, you know, they deserve to be in iRacing, but considering how like small and like not really small, because Portland is a major city, but nobody really knows about Portland, you know. And I've lived here all my life, and having this track in the game is so crazy. I hope I can get to actually do some racing around here, like in an official series. I've actually gone to a IndyCar race here as well. In 2022, I went to the IndyCar Portland National Raceway race. And now Formula E is officially in Portland as well, so my next thing up on the docket is to go to a Formula E race. I wonder how many laps are going to be in the Formula E race though, because in IndyCar it's like 100 and some. There's a lot more racing in IndyCar than Formula E. Whoop. Yeah, take this very wide. The grandstands are exactly as I remember it. They're not very big grandstands, but during the IndyCar, they're completely filled up. Now, there's two configurations of the PIR. There is the one with the chicane and there's one with no chicane. I actually came here with Extreme Experience. If you don't know who they are, you like rent out a car for like a few laps. Pretty pricey, but I got it for my birthday. My girlfriend got it for me for my birthday. I was in a Lambo, so I was in a Hurricane. You just drive a few laps around PIR, and that one they didn't use the chicane in that one. Since the emphasis is like how fast you're going in a straight line, they used the one without the chicane, and you would just go straight into the double right-hander. Still fun nonetheless though. See how fast are we going here? About 200 kilometers, which is what, 120, 30 miles an hour? Hard on the brakes going into these S's. Very off camber though. Carry that momentum going into the final corner, and then gas very early because you can take a lot of this exit. I am just curious what cars are going to run this track, because this track is not very big and there's only two configurations, so I'm curious. Like, are you going to run some GT3s around here? I mean, they probably will run the production car one. Couldn't imagine anything bigger than that. Car loves to eat up those curbs. Early on the power. Oh, nice. I'm sure if I really tried and really wanted to, I could probably get a faster time, but I'm just geeked out right now. Driving around this track in a sim, in a proper sim.
Your lap time was at 120.
The only sim version of this track that I have driven is in Assetto Corsa. It was like a mod. And you know, it's okay. It was alright, but they didn't get like all the curbs down. It was very bare bones, very like they started to work on it, and then it was like an incomplete version of the track. I think it was actually a Portland native working on it, but he abandoned the project because it took too much time. Alright, we'll do this. See if we can get any more time in the final sector, and then we'll try and hop into a different car. Let's just hop straight into the Indy cars after this. Little trail brake going through the sector. Light on the... The front wheels pull us through, and can we dip into the 19s here? Boom, a 119.9 in the Type R.
Just done a 119.93.
Is this off track if I go here? Oh, alright. Well, alright boys, since we are done with the Type R, let's hop straight into the IndyCar since they also run around Portland National Raceway. Let's just try the IndyCars around here. Alright boys, this time we're in the IndyCars. We're gonna try and beat the official IndyCar pole position time in 2024. I think it was a 58.2. I forget by who it was, but we're gonna do our best to try and beat that qualifying time in the actual IndyCar here. I've done a few warm-up laps already and lost some of the footage from earlier, but we're gonna retry again.
Your lap time was at 58.92. You've only got enough fuel for this lap. Sector 3 times okay. box this lap, please. Yank. Sector 2 is 2/10 off your best. 2 litres left. Well, that was at 58.54. Sector 3 time is quick.
After practicing in the little test drive, we are in a official race. Good thing this is not official because I do not know what people are doing under the safety car. The guy behind me is on my ass, and the guy in front keeps slamming on the brakes. Let's see if we can live through turn 1 though. Oh my goodness!
Car left, clear left.
Oh my
left,
god!
Clear left.
Please do not hit me.
Oh yeah,
Car
that was
left.
crazy.
Left side. Clear left.
Blue flag, got blue flag.
This guy doesn't have a front wing.
Oh, I'm in the wing now. That's nice.
Oh my god, it'll turn 1 there is so bizarrely crazy.
Taylor, JT, blue flag.
Well done, Yank.
No.
Good start. The guy in front is Anthony, car number 11. The license. Your rating is 4.5.
That was an interesting start.
Everybody's usually slow through this sector. Oh
Right.
my
Clear
goodness.
right. Car right. Clear right.
Can we get there to this? Yeah, there we go. So we can actually start racing now. So there's some debris here. Gotta take it nice and inside and then open up the throttle as you exit. And we're around. Alright, let's try and pick it up now. Use a little bit of push to pass and try and catch up back up to the pack. Push to pass here and try and catch up.
Last lap was at 1:00.4 seconds.
Missed my braking
Sector
zone
2
there.
is 0.5 off the pace.
Well, that top speed I was not expecting. Oh. Don't need to slam on the brakes that hard through this sector. Super off camber corner.
The leader has just done a 1 minute.
Gotta be careful. A lot of people taking this slowly here. Did not want what we had earlier on lap 2.
Left side. Clear left.
Of monumental brain fault.
Good pass, mate. That was fucking brilliant.
Car right. Clear right.
P11.
I am not wanting to... I want to finish this race at least. Clearly he's slower than me, but he was going to send that down the inside.
Right side. Clear right. Right side. Clear right.
Okay, nice.
10 minutes
Passing me just a spin.
10 minutes.
Absolutely lovely. Needs a little bit of push to pass on this straight. Trying to close the gap up to P10. Alright, looks like we're catching up to
You're really putting in
10 and 9 here. See if we can get a good
4.0.
fight here. Understeering a bit.
That lap time was 1:00.3 seconds. Sector 1 is quick. We need to find a 10
Oh
in
my
Sector
goodness.
2. Sector 3 is 0.29 off the pace.
He's going off the track.
On your left. Clear left.
Lucky for us. Oh, he's right up against that wall. This is really strange. That guy does. What is going on with that guy?
Hold your line, clear right.
Car ahead is Hoodie, car number 93, A license, and their rating is 4.8. Okay, Yank, halfway home, fuel's good, P8.
Car left, clear left.
You gotta take it a little bit faster, buddy.
On your left, clear left.
What is the guy behind me trying to do? He's trying to overtake me while I'm overtaking somebody. Okay, this guy is super slow through this sector.
On your right. Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Clear right.
Alright, Yank, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
The guy behind me is trying to race, and so is the guy in front of me.
Car left. Still there. Clear left.
That was at 102.01.
Clear left.
Good stuff, keep it coming.
That guy was kind of annoying. This guy is still driving with the broken front wheel. He is a trooper. JT Smeaton. He said, I'm gonna finish no matter what.
You're reeling.
Unfortunately, he is right on the racing line though.
White flag, one more to go.
As we round the final corner and bringing home in P7 after that very chaotic race, and especially that lap one.
Okay, it's over. Good drive.
But I have a lot of pace around here. I feel like you know, I know this track, but getting pace on here is very different. High fuel on alternates. I felt very fast, and I think the track is very well done. I think the curbs feel splendid. The IndyCar feels probably the best around here, I would have to say. Wish we could have a better race, but unfortunately, had some incidents with some people in the beginning. But yeah, boys, that's it for me. That was the, I guess, a Portlander's perspective of Portland International Raceway. But if you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. Really appreciate it. I'll see you guys whenever I see you guys. Peace.